1. Hello, everyone. This is our first behind-the-scenes interview for Dr. Hammer's Film 143 class. I am joined with Alex and Nicole.
It's good.
It was good. And their film is The Grind. And this is a short film that is actually a silent film as well, and it explores a dark romantic comedy about a woman who is haunted by her past relationships in pursuit of her career. So can you guys tell me a little bit about the film and why you chose to make it a silent film, per se, and what was the thought process behind that?
So I was one who came up with the idea. We decided to make it a silent film, I think, because I think that just conveys more of the cinematography of the film and less about the dialogue. We're planning on doing a short bit of dialogue when my character gets proposed to by Matt, and I reject him. So there's a lot of drama.
So you're saying this film does not have a happy ending?
No, it's very sad. Like, get your tissues out. Like, it's going to be depressing.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
serotonin gone.
So it's really?
Gone.
Oh, we're on that level. Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome. So, Alex, you're the main film videographer for the film. Could you tell me about some of the problems or, trials of shooting a silent film on campus, especially when you have random people walking around and such? How do you try to get all the shots and everything and still convey a good story?
So, since I am the main videographer, we also have two others. So, as the action is happening, we have at least 3 different camera angles.
Wow,
so
that's
it's really
ambitious.
helpful. And usually, when we film, I'm usually like the closest to Nicole. I mean,
this beautiful
Besties.
actress to your right.
The DiCaprio to her Scorsese, absolutely.
Yes.
and then like we would have Corinne and Brian from a distance or to the side or something like that. We haven't really had that many issues, and I think because we plan on putting music along with the video, so we're not worried about talking in the background or anything. Usually while we're recording, we're like encouraging to like them be more affectionate. What? Was that English? We're encouraging them to be more affectionate with each other since they do have a relationship.
I don't know why there's air quotes. Matt, if you're watching this.
Matt, I hope you watch the behind the scenes, absolutely. So, working with Matt, he's freakishly tall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure, have you guys ran into any problems trying to film Matt and capture him? And I'm sure Matt's not the most...
For sure.
Yeah, really?
I mean, I think it's just difficult to be affectionate and, like, friendly with someone you don't really know. And I think also just, like, he's a very tall boy, so I'm a very, it's hard to cuddle like that.
And especially not using words, too.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother layer.
That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah, personally it's disgusting to watch.
Alex is not a romantic, but after she watches this film, that will all change.
I feel like this whole class is going to change after watching this
Yes,
film.
you will all fall in love.
We're here to find the meaning of
The
love through this
chemistry
film.
is insane.
Oh, is it through the roof?
So
Fireworks?
insane, yeah.
Fireworks
Literally.
throughout the film.
Yes.
Yes. That's fantastic. So one of the big things about, of course, doing a silent film is, you still have to have the literary story arcs. You have to have, a social commentary or a moral commentary, a thread. And that stuff is a lot harder when you have, not adding a lot of words or a lot of dialogue in. So what techniques or how do you guys plan to do that? And keep elements of which is considered a good film, like a thread and an arc and stuff like that with your characters. Do you plan to do a lot of wide shots showcasing emotions, or a lot of close-ups? What techniques have you guys used?
I think one of our main threads is the idea of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the name of the film is The Grind, and I think that also kind of ties back into the social commentary, because I mean, my character is a struggling and inspiring actress, and she has these dreams, she has these ambitions to do something with her life that, brings her meaning, but, she's also caught between this great relationship where, she's absolutely in love with Matt and she feels, great with him, and it's awesome, but I think it's a lot of relationships, especially now, end up falling apart because people are chasing money, or they're chasing a dream, or they're chasing these aspirations that I think kind of tie back into this idea of, you want your check boxes, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You want to have, the career, then you want to have your marriage, and you want to have your 2.5 kids. So I think this film is a commentary of people's, I think, just sheer, commitment to having all of their ducks lined up in a row. In reality, it doesn't work out like that. And so, unfortunately, my character does not, understand that until she makes a decision that leaves her loveless, pretty much.
And that's fantastic because it's showing real life, and especially a problem that a lot of people face, having those choices, and, not in saying, this may not be the right choice, but for me, I think it's the best choice. And, that doesn't in the end make everyone happy.
Yeah.
Can end up hurting, or, if it ends up paying off, great. And if it doesn't end up paying off, it can have repercussions. So I'm glad this film is exploring the real world aspects of, loss, pain, and decisions, which are, in everybody's life, that's tough.
And I also think it also ties back into like the anxiety that a lot of people feel, in the sense of like when you're young, you're figuring out like what your passions are, like what you want to do with your life. And I think that when someone comes into your life, it's hard not to like completely just like melt with their like ambitions and their aspirations. And I think that that's something like we can all relate to. I think that it's really difficult to keep it separated because you do have these real feelings for this person. You want to pursue that, but I think ultimately it's difficult.
No, that's fantastic. So, just a few more questions before closing here. What are you guys most looking forward to when, showing this to the class? What do you think they're going to see, and immediately, what reactions are you guys looking for, and what reactions maybe are you not expecting? But, what could be, a tough question to ask, but like, what are you guys looking for from the audience when they watch this film?
So I think, honestly, they might be a little bit surprised when they see the ending, because I feel like they might think it's like following an archetype of like the perfect love story, when really we're trying to portray a greater message. So I think when they see Nicole's character turn away from Matt and not accept his proposal and go pursue her career, I think it might be surprising, but at the same time kind of relatable, because I'm sure that many of us, we've had to make decisions like that. And it is a real world, I don't know if you would say problem, but it does happen. So I don't know, I think it might put a lot of things into perspective and just kind of, I think they should get the message, hopefully. So yeah.
And I don't think it's like demonizing my character for like choosing her career.
It's just real life.
But I think that it's just really tough to know what's right for you in the moment, and it's sad. I think a lot of people like look back and a lot of people wonder like what would have happened if I would have stayed with this person, Absolutely. And I think that it's really difficult because that's such an anxiety that you feel, especially when you're younger, this like existential dread of like what's gonna bring my life meaning and purpose. And I think that what sucks is like Matt has been supporting her throughout the entirety of the movie and the film, and you feel like a connection, hopefully, maybe not, to this relationship, and you kind of watch it all disintegrate as she just gets so fixated on this idea of like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna be happy. And I think that's what ultimately people fall into, this trap of thinking, when this finally happens for me, it's gonna, everything's gonna work out.
Right.
But like love will come into your life and
absolutely
whisk you away.
No, that's fantastic. Well, guys, thank you so much for being such a great group to talk to and for the wonderful conversation.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I cannot wait. The Grind, everyone. It is our first film we are exploring for the 143 film class with Dr. Hammer. Make sure to check it out on our website. I'm sure it's going to be fantastic and definitely leave an impact. So thank you guys for watching, and we look forward to our next movie showcase behind the scenes. Thank you.